What is up, guys? It's the Sound Alchemist, and I'm here with
Gershwan
to bring you another episode of For the Greater
WAAAGH.
This is a video series where we answer the questions left by you, the viewer. If you have a question for us, comment down below. Put a question in front of your question because we get those questions first. And that is what Shiloh Elliott did. He asks, are there any surviving Great Crusade veterans in the current timeline of Warhammer 40K? Yes.
Sean Evans, one of them.
Yeah. He's actually from Illinois.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. The one that has the most fluff and the coolest one, in my opinion, is Bjorn the Fell-Handed. After Leman Russ left, he left him in charge, and he moved his way up until he became a dreadnought. He was turned into a dreadnought.
Right.
And now he gets awakened every time they do the Great Feast.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what? Or the Great Hunt or something like that?
Yeah, when they get like new recruits, and he basically tells them stories of the Great Crusade and stuff like that to rile them up and, pump them with wisdom.
Wisdom. So there's that guy, and then is Dante one? No, right? He didn't fight in the Great Crusade.
Oh yeah, he did.
He did.
He is the oldest.
Yeah.
More so than Bjorn. So yeah, he was right there in the Great Crusade. That's why Guilliman chose him as the in charge of, I forget if it's the northern part of the Imperium or the southern, but he's basically in charge of that half of the Imperium.
Yeah. Those are the name ones that I can think of right now.
There's more, but
yeah. So Space Marines really don't die. They're like Goonies.
Goonies?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Next question. This one comes from Kappa Kive. If this show was a Waluigi themed show, would it be for the greater WAAAGH?
Oh man, that was just hearing you say that. I'm done. Like that's it. I could die peacefully now.
Yeah. Yeah.
You gotta be Waluigi for Halloween now.
I'm always wearing green. Shrek green. I need to switch it over to Luigi green.
Waluigi is like.
Oh, he's purple.
Yeah. I just want to see you in overalls.
I would rock some overalls. Next question.
This one's by Hugh. If any of the Traitor Primarchs regretted what they had become, which one would it be? I personally think it's Mortarion. I guess you're right.
All of them.
Well, Mortarion hates himself because he hated Psychers. He found out he's a Psyker.
That sounds funny.
Yeah, it's like that Chappelle show.
Yeah. Oh, with the Black Klansman?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's tough, though. I feel like every single Traitor Primarch would hate the fact that they became traitors. I think it's one of those situations where it's like, you do it, and then you instantly regret it, but you can't do anything about it.
Well, do you think it's because of chaos clouding their judgment? Kind of like how at the end, when all of chaos left Horus's body, he had regret, but he was already dying.
No, because if you guys check out my Horrible Reality series, I kind of go in depth with each individual Chaos God, and I think that each Chaos God, while the buffs are awesome, it also comes in with like really bad things that they don't think about when they're ascending to whatever.
Right. Kind of like genies, where it's like, I wish to be rich, and then you die as you get pelted by gold or something.
Yeah. The monkey paw or whatever it's called. Yeah, Next question. This question comes from Knight1128 Knight. What school/college you guys went to in Chicago? Just curious. The School of Hard Knocks, aka we just read off of the codexes. That's how we learned to read. We were brought up through the teachings of Lorgar and his Lectitio Divinatus.
At one point, we were like writing answers on our foreheads and stuff.
Yeah. But then our parents yelled at us, so we stopped.
I still have the Pythagorean on my body.
Mm.
A squared plus B squared equals Lorgar did nothing right. He did everything wrong, and it hurts me.
If you check out the lore of Lorgar, though, he was abused as a child, like physically, mentally.
I can relate.
But yeah. Anyways, next question.
Ty Shingleton. Considering the Tyranid invasion of the galaxy, is Chaos concerned? Wouldn't the Chaos God also cease to exist without the emotions of mortal beings if they all get eaten up by the Tyranids? I mean, they should, but they don't care right now. Yeah.
No le importa.
Mm-mm. They just want to, like, pillage and blood for the blood god. Who cares about those silly bugs?
Yep. Next question comes from Pineapple. Best character hunter on tabletop. My choices are Arjak and Murder Sword Chaos Lord. So best murder character hunters.
Anything with sniper rifles?
So I did this because I have a Skitarii army, and what I did is I have 3 units of 10 Skitarii. They're not called warriors. They're called, what are they called? Rangers. Skitarii Rangers with a transonic rifle or whatever. It's the long one with the long base. And that gives you sniper shots at a 30-inch range. You are going to get, not only, if you go first, you're not only going to get first blood, because you're going to slay the person's warlord, and you're going to get slay the warlord. All in one, like, turn. And which I did.
Because I have horrible deployment placement.
Well, even if you have good deployment placement, though, because of the range of the weapon and because of the accuracy and how good they shoot, because they're Skitarii, I think that's the best unit.
It's a really good unit.
Yeah.
Regardless of how bad I am. Spiffy Spifferson. ¿Los tamales aún existen en el milenio 41?
Tamales do exist in Warhammer 40K, but instead of having, like, deshebrada, it's grox meat.
Oh. I thought you were going to say, like, instead of, like, the corn husks, there's only war.
Yeah, that would have been better. Next question. Jacob App asks, what part of the Eisenhorn series are you most looking forward to seeing in the live action? I like when he starts picking up the different acolytes and then they die. Because it's meaningful. Like, you build a relationship or you sympathize with these characters. Spoiler alert, they all die. All the acolytes die. He's only left with, what's the demon host name?
Miguelito?
Miguelito Cherubel or something like that.
Miguelito Cherubel.
But yeah, what about you?
I'm not going to say anything.
Next question.
Caleb Blaine. If the Emperor is the only thing keeping Chaos from taking the galaxy, why couldn't they before humanity was born?
The Emperor is not the only thing preventing him from preventing the Chaos Gods from taking the galaxy. He is the only thing preventing the Chaos Gods from consuming humanity. So there's a distinction there. Because of the portal that was opened up by Magnus on accident on Terra.
Accidents.
If the Emperor ever leaves or dies, then the Chaos would just, like, envelop Terra and start to consume humanity.
Mm-hmm.
What was the other part of his question?
Why didn't they just eat him before that?
Yeah.
Because humanity plays a big part in fueling chaos.
Yeah.
So I think if they knew, well, let's kill off any, like, Homo sapiens before they can become, like, full-on... Well, no. Homo sapiens are human.
Yeah.
Homo erectus. Because that's what evolved into that. If you believe in Darwinism.
Yeah.
So if you kill off all, like, the cavemen and all like that, then they wouldn't be able to get to the point of Homo sapiens where they can logically think and choose the Chaos Gods over, like, the Emperor and all that stuff.
Yeah, and also remember that the Chaos Gods are at their most powerful right now because of all the psychic powers that are being sent out by the Eldar, the Orcs, the humans.
Right.
So back in the day, the Warp and the Warp Gods weren't as powerful. So that's why they couldn't take over the galaxy. There's also these things called Enslavers that are not Chaos Gods, but they're just Chaos entities.
Hashtag enslaver plague.
Yeah. Next question.
Squiggly line. Why is Latin so good for demonic summoning?
Because it sounds cool.
Yeah, pretty much. And every time you try to summon a demon, whatever Latin you speak, I guarantee you it's part of Despacito.
Despacito.
Don't finish that. Halloween's coming up and spirits get stronger, so...
Yeah, that's true.
I'm already scared.
Did you hear that they're trying to move Halloween to the last Saturday of each October month? Because of the kids.
Yeah, because it is weird, like, having it, like, on a Tuesday, a Wednesday.
But then it defeats the purpose. I just wanted to pull out the sword. I'll never do that again. Next question comes from Hollow Inside. Would chaos help humanity if the Tyranids were on the brink of destroying it?
If it came to that point, I think so.
Yeah, me too. You've seen the good guys ally themselves against the Tyranids, but if, like, chaos all of a sudden realized, hey, if the Tyranids consume all of sentient life, then that means that nothing can feed us, then things will pop off. And friendships and allegiances between Abaddon and Gilliman would happen.
Two heads talking. So you guys know a lot about lore, but do you know where my username comes from? This would be very good if I'm able to stump you guys.
Say it again.
Two heads talking.
Two heads talking. Is that an Etten thing from D&D?
I'm assuming it's 40K he's talking about.
Oh, is it Ferris Manus's head and how Horus would talk to the head?
Or it could be the two heads from the Keeper of Secrets, I believe, because they're both avian. Or it could be the Imperial Aquila, where it looks like it has two heads.
Or the two skulls that spoke to Malkador, the hero.
Not a siglet. Sigilite.
Siglet.
It sounds like a Pokemon.
Yeah, Siglet. I comment down below. Let us know where that comes from.
Or it could be head 1 and head 2.
Yeah. Next question comes from Mr. Magic. Yo, Sound Alchemist. Have you seen the picture of the water elves battling demons of Slanesh?
I'm going to stop you right there, because that's the end of the question, right?
No.
No.
He goes on to say, do you think we will be getting some new races?
Let's just say when you say Dear Sound Alchemist, you're already putting a lot on me. Not just that, but everybody's looking for my answer, and I feel like no matter what I say, I'm going to be happy with it. No, I haven't seen it.
Okay.
See? It's a disappointment. I could have said, oh yeah, I saw it. It's awesome. Cool. Can't wait. New models, water stuff. I like it. But you said Dear Sound Alchemist. Next time, start with Love Sound Alchemist.
Yeah.
Because that's how you end things.
His pronoun of choice is what you just said. Did you say deer? You want him to call you deer? I think he's talking about the Deepkin.
Right. Ideneth Deepkin.
Yeah, which is not a new race. It has existed for a couple months now.
And it's Age of Sigmar, not 40K. And if you're saying that, hey, I should have picked that race for Age of Sigmar, I didn't.
Which one did you choose?
The Night Haunts.
Night Haunts.
Now I'm scared whenever I go home.
You hear the ooh.
The chains rattling. I don't even have change.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess. Change or chains?
I was hoping you would ask that.
Which one?
Yes.
Okay. Next question comes from Samuel Rudy. Could the Imperium create a new body of the Emperor if they had a perfect gene sample, and if so, would they? no, the technology to clone things isn't like that great. The people that can do it are Dark Mechanicus people, or Fabius Bile. So cloning the Emperor is not a good, never could not be done.
Yeah, and even if you add some part of the Emperor to clone, that'd be considered like super sacred, and if you have it, kill him, he's a heretic.
Basically. Básicamente.
Fabulous Bill.
Bill,
Fabius Bile.
Ah.
Yeah.
Those were the questions for today. If you guys have more questions for us, comment down below. We do this all the time, so just keep asking. And if we didn't get to your question, we'll get to it at some point. Take a note from Temandea La Bird. He posts like 100 questions, and we only get to like 3. This was Gershwin.
Sound Alchemist. Out.
Oh, I used to put my freedom first in any